I've watched many Minecraft tutorial build videos. I watch them in my bed at night and I admire them so much. I adore and am amazed by these talented people and wonder if I can be as good as them or not. I watch their tutorials, trying to place the block exactly as they're shown one at a time, simultaneously pausing the video a couple of seconds then play it again. Sometimes realize that I misplaced the block by just one block, then I have to destroy all the block again and place it to the right place, making a 15-30 minutes tutorial look like a 2-3 hours long. After the build is done, I feel like, wow, these are really great builds. Moving on, several days later, while watching a house tutorials got me thinking, I want to try it myself. So, I closed the video, open Minecraft, and what happens? I just stare at the screen for a couple of minutes while reflecting on my life decision at the moment. Before I shut it down and I went to bed, I was like, is that really that hard? Or probably because I didn't have the right way to start. Next day, I was thinking like, hold up. I think I just discovered something that they have in common. I opened my PC, browsing through YouTube, Google, Pinterest, Instagrams, and multiple bunch of other small websites that I obviously forgot their names that relates to Minecraft builds tutorial, how to build a house, blah blah blah. And I really found it. In all of the search results through the platforms, I find no video or image about the explanation of the concept that led to their final result. And that's why I made this video. After self-dedicating research and based on experience that I had, I discovered 6 concepts which I think are crucial or important to improve your Minecraft builds. Even though I'm going to talk about house builds only, I'm something of a builder myself. Although my house design is definitely far from the creativity, the design, and the details as these builders, I probably discovered something that can make me improve or better at it. At least, and I want to share it with you. The first concept is the theme. Now, theme and design are two different things. Design is a result of the process of creation. It can inspire and can be changed or evolve during the process until the final result. As for the opposite, the theme does not. Theme is something that you implemented. The theme already exists. Some examples of themes are like cafe, beach, jungle, farm, garden. There are way more examples of themes that you can find both in real life or through other platforms. I'm just mentioning some random theme that you already or might have known. The use of themes isn't only limited to exterior or interior design. It can also imply the color of the house or the shape of the house. You can also apply a holiday theme to your house, like Christmas, Easter, or Halloween. The second concept is style. Now, this is where most people, me for an example, are often confused between which one is style and which one is theme. People think they have a theme when what they have is a style, or they think they have a style when what they have is a theme. In the worst case scenario, people think they have both when what they have is neither. Style and themes are almost the same to the naked eyes, but that means there is something that made them different. The theme is to unify or unites your design, so everything looks like it belongs together, or to make it more harmonized. Anything can be a theme. Some of the examples are steampunk, ancient Egypt, medieval, bohemian, industrial, Scandinavian. You get the point. But styles are consistent throughout it. Typically, any style can be applied to a theme. For example, a modern theme house can have elegant or modern interior style in it. There are several styles in one theme, but not the other, unless you don't prioritize the theme or go wild with your imagination all the way. I take several examples from my own. If you watch my tutorial builds, in every final showcase, I've always had an armory. Notice how similar the design is compared to one or another, but they are different. That's because I adjusting the armory design to my house themes, location, and design, even though it's in creative. The third concept is size. After you pick a location and have your styles on set, size is the next thing that you want to figure it out. There are two different types of size. The size of the house, which is your actual house, and the size of the land, which is the size you want to have surrounding your house. This already including your house size, by the way. The size of the house will vary based on what you need. If you only need a bed, crafting table, and furnace, then You can dig or make 2x2 or 3x3 space and that will be enough. However, if you want to add or have some rooms like bedrooms, dining room, living room, that room, porch, and many others rooms, you might want to pick the medium size at least. This is not to mention the size of the land if you want to add decorations like garden, fountain, statues, pond, and other decoration. I'm going to take one of the examples from one of my builds. When I decided to build this underwater house, my main purpose is that I want to have a big view of the ocean and with a medium space gap for me, because living in a cramped, tight, and squeezed space underwater is something that you definitely don't want to try. The fourth concept is materials. Now, materials will always follow the location you choose, assuming you don't have the portal or already find and scavenge the things you need from different locations. Now, what kind of materials? Well, when you pick the location, you cannot possibly build a house only, right? Maybe later after you build the house, you may want to build a food farm, animal farm, house for your beloved Minecraft dog or pets, horse stall, mine shaft, gardens, tons of stuff. The fifth concept is understanding your own needs. What is your first priority or purpose to build the house in the very first place? Protection is the obvious reason, of course. We need a place to live and to keep us safe, such as from skeletons, zombies, slimes, and other mobs, especially creepers. What I mean by this is that protection isn't the only sole reason why you build the house. You might build the house to live with your friends, having a beautiful landscape or spectacular scenery of the stretched horizon every time you wake up, watching wildlife with a peaceful nuance, living one besides nature. You get the point. By knowing your purpose, you can build your house with less of a burden than just wasting time and effort building something that might not have been that useful to you. The sixth concept is location. Location is the key moment that you must choose or decide wisely, as it affects every other concept I've just mentioned earlier, unless you play in creative. According to Minecraft itself, there are currently 18 biomes. That already include the Nether and DIDN. But according to Minecraft fandom, there are 61 different biomes, 50 for the overworld, 5 for the Nether, 5 for the end, and 1 used only for a super flat preset. In Bedrock Edition, there are 84 biome types, 48 for the overworld, 5 for the Nether, 1 for the end, and 30 unused. That's a lot of biomes if you ask me. I'm probably going to make another video to explain each pros and cons of every biome that I can find. But regardless of where you want your house to be, there are a few questions that you should answer first before deciding to make a move, based on my experience at least. Does the location you choose provide you with plenty of methods of transportation? If you live near the rivers or in the ice, ocean, beach, and swamp biome, then boats are the choice for travel and transport. If you live in a desert, then you can have a bunch of llamas. And if you live in plains or savanna, then horse are a great option. The next question is, does the surroundings around your living space provide other non-house materials that you need? What I mean by this is that living space isn't the only crucial factor that you should think about. There are food, water, transportation, combat, tools, farm, village, or neighborhood that you need to consider too, depending on what's your priority. An example, if you want to build a potato farm, then you need to find a village, take the potatoes, then return back. If you live in a swamp or jungle, then you have to go really far away just to get a bunch of potatoes, unless you already have a portal or Minecraft release an update that allow jungle or swamp village to exist. Extra tips. If you want to build your big house at the first attempt, don't do it. Start with a small size first, then make your way from there. I once tried to build a mansion purely with my mind right after I watched how to build a mansion tutorial, and in the first 15 minutes, I burned out and decided to eat milk. That's how stressed I was. I stretched myself too far before even understanding it first. I already had everything in mind, how the exterior looks, the interior design, the styles, the final result, everything. I already imagining everything, and I end up with something like this. There's nothing wrong with imagining the outcome, but when you're getting started, it's important to train the vessels that bring the imagination out from your head. Conclusion. So, am I as good as them? Definitely not. There are hundreds or thousands of Minecraft builders that are hundreds or even million times better than me, spreading across the world and other platforms. Heck, I possibly consider myself at the very bottom at least. What I'm trying to tell you is that all Minecraft builders, no matter who, where, or how good they are, at least they have something in common, which is the concept. These concepts aren't just limited to house, it can be decoration like statues, small lakes, terraforming the biome, or even structures like bridge, road, temples, and many others. And the good thing about concept is they barely change much. This video is probably not the most perfect video about the explanations of the concept of building, but it's better to have a starting point than none. For the final words, can you be as good as them? Yes. Yes, you can, but it will take effort, perseverance, creativity, planning, and lots of time and experience. But if there are any concept that I forgot to mention in the video, or you think that's there more advice, concept, or tips and tricks, let me know in the comments. Share this video to your friends so that they know it's not really as hard as it seems to make your Minecraft house not boring. I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Hello guys. I want to say thank you first to all of you for waiting for me to upload new content. I sincerely apologize for my absence for the past few months. During those absence, I try to find a suitable study place for me, a university. Because it's a one-time ticket, you cannot make a wrong decision. I don't know when I can upload a new videos, but if I have time, I will make and upload a new video. I mean, the class just started a few weeks ago. Once again, thank you. Thank you to all and each one of you, my subscribers, the new viewers, who have been patiently waiting for my next video, this next video. I hope that I can make more high valuable content around Minecraft in probably wasn't as long as this one. I mean, that's all I can say for now. Well, I see you in the next video. DS the Builder out.